Oh,
Oh my God.
you're going to get that pink eye to everybody.
Yeah.
It's contagious.
Very.
Woo! Welcome to the Mechanicsville Hot Rodcast, where we have the professor, the commish, Oven Mitts himself, and we also have. What are you wearing? Like a robe? Like a porn star? We got Big Mad Beef Stew there.
Yeah.
I thought you had like I'm so cold. And you got me. Oh,
I got
Ash.
my hoodie on.
I'm Ash. Ash Hole here.
Yeah.
And this is a channel about cars, hot rods, motors, gas, tires, squealing and dealing and slapping asses. Women's asses, not men's asses, because we don't, Stu, maybe, not me.
Now, if our guest had shown up, that would be questionable.
Oh, we'd definitely slap that ass.
Yeah.
So the guest tonight wasn't feeling it. He might be sick, or commish might have pissed him off. But we was going to talk about his Mustang tonight, but tonight he had to reschedule. So hopefully it'll be next week. Maybe we can talk to him. But nonetheless, I believe these two are still going to talk trash about him. So
yes, all day long.
His mom was on the phone, so he couldn't use the computer.
Yeah, they were up to the threshold of minutes on their jitterbugs. So
dial up.
yeah.
It's unfortunate, but it's all right. I get it.
Well, I mean, I was a kid once too.
Lived at home.
Yeah. Had to listen to mom and dad.
Yeah, threw your feet under their table. Had to live by their rules.
Eat their groceries.
Yeah. Yeah.
Enjoyed their heat and air conditioning.
He's never going to come on the podcast with you two. I'm going to do a one-on-one interview with the poor man.
He needs to come vindicate himself.
That's right.
Well, if he's watching, he can still sign in. If somebody send a link, he can still sign in at any time.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
Just like he does on those gay porn sites.
Yeah.
We're trying to stay advertisement friendly here.
Yeah, we are.
Hey, I'm advertising, baby.
We are.
So, y'all had an eventful weekend last weekend. I had an eventful week. What was that? Friday night, Thursday night, Wednesday night? Something anyway. We talked about last podcast, but y'all went to the Bowman Gray, the Madhouse NASCAR event. So talk about that.
That was 2 days of NASCAR invading the Madhouse. The first day was Saturday. We went and they had the NASCAR modified race, which was, they called that the Classic. The Clash Classic, or the Cookout Classic. And a couple of the NASCAR, I keep wanting to say Winston Cup, but the NASCAR drivers, the Cup drivers, participated in the modified race, which was won by a stadium regular. It was a good race. Then the Cup cars were able to take the track and practice up until their qualifying laps, which took place at well after dark. And the track became very, very slick. So the times were not quite as fast as what I think they thought they would be. But it was really, it was surprising how quick they were, and that a full-bodied car like that was not far off of some of the laps that modifieds turn around there on the regular. Just to throw back to the classic, the Cookout Classic race, one of our very own Mechanicsville Nation members, Randy Butner, was the fourth fastest qualifier that evening, and he chose, along with the eventual winner of the Clash, to take the fan challenge, and went to the back of the field and raced his way back through the field. I think he got as high as 6th before he got involved in a little tangle, which put a bunch of cars between him and the front again. But yes, he was on a move throughout the evening. They did a really good job. They've done well. And you and I, we spent the evening with Randy over at the Madhouse back last summer and documented his 2 races that evening.
Mhm.
That was your first time in the pits of a race like that. What were your takeaways from that?
I can't believe somebody hasn't been ran over yet. It's
And
off the
killed.
chain back there. It's nuts. It's a lot going on. It's very, very organized chaos,
Mm-hmm.
and people everywhere, and it's way more serious than I thought. I thought it was, growing up around here, I thought it was, jean shorts and white socks pulled up, drinking beer back there, a bunch of good old boys that got a car out of the woods. But I mean, these people, speaking to Butner's crew, I mean, they change the oil and rebuild the motor between every race.
Yeah.
And I was blown away by that, and the dedication and the equipment and all of that stuff. And I was like, oh, wow, this is, and then we went to ZMAX and a few other things, and I'm starting to see the level of money and engineering and technology and grit in this stuff. I'm starting to appreciate it more and more.
And speaking of money, NASCAR and Winston-Salem has poured a tremendous amount of money into the stadium. I was actually surprised at how different the track itself looked with the guardrails gone and the New Jersey walls put up between the original stadium walls and then the safer barriers that was put in place by NASCAR rules. We did a recap of how Bowman Gray came into existence the last podcast, and being built in 1937, those original walls were only protected by like a guardrail that you drive by every day out here on the side of 40. So all of that's gone, and now there's 2 Jersey barriers in there and a big safer barrier. And you could even see the way the cars were moving around the racetrack, how it changed some of the dynamic on the racetrack before. I don't know if you noticed that, Stu, but there was coming out of the exit of turn 4, the guardrail had actually been hit so many times that it was actually wrapping around the original stadium wall there. Well, when you moved that guardrail away, took the posts up, the real estate that occupied is now freed up, and that no longer jutted out into the turn, and the cars were drifting all the way out to that outer wall and accelerating down the front stretch.
Yeah, it made for a faster turn 1.
Yes, it did. And
Was it
a couple of times we saw him try to go 3 wide coming out of turn 4 too. That didn't work out so well.
Yeah, they didn't come down to turn 1 3 wide.
No, they did not. And it is interesting. It is interesting the impact that I think it's made in Winston, because and I just grabbed one of them. The starting Monday, the following day after the race, it was on the front page of the Winston-Salem Journal. And every day since, the sports section in the Winston-Salem Journal has had a major piece covering nearly the top half of the page of just something about the Bowman Gray Clash, about the Cookout Clash.
Do you think that's going to alienate the longtime fans when Bowman Gray takes a step up in sophistication?
No, I don't. Not really. That's something that they even were talking about Sunday evening when they were doing the Fox. We could hear when the cars were not running at speed. We could hear some of the commentary from the Fox commentators, and they said, and they even reiterated that in one of the articles that I read in the journal, was that 40% of the ticket holders that attended this weekend were sold locally here in Forsyth County. There were 44 states, I believe, that tickets were sold to, along with North Carolina, but 40%, almost half of the tickets that were sold this past weekend for that event were bought locally.
That's good.
And I think they've underestimated the crowd by about 10,000 maybe. I think there was closer to 18 or 19,000 folks there. So, I mean, it surprised me Saturday that there looked like there were few. You could see empty holes in the crowd, but they weren't huge gaps of people in the crowd. And come Sunday, when they started the first races at 6:00, it was very similar. But by 8:00, when they were lining up the drivers and doing the introductions, dude, we were shoulder to shoulder. I mean, it was just it was phenomenal to see that many people in that venue, particularly being in that venue before.
Well, car guys too, for the most part, are nostalgic, and they'll come just because of the history of Bowman Gray. You know, just to say, you know, just to be able to say, especially the people from out of state, you know, man, I was sitting right there, you know, just like the people that sat there in the 40s and 50s and 60s. Man, I was, you know, looking at the same concrete, you know, same skyline for the most part.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but you're right. The nostalgia, that's like, it's like kind of like Mecca for old school NASCAR. I went to Bowman Gray. I've been to Bowman Gray. It's like, oh, okay.
And that was actually one of the coolest stories that I felt came out of this weekend, was that the last time that NASCAR ran a NASCAR sanctioned event at Bowman Gray Stadium was in 1971. And Bill France had several races going on there where they actually allowed two different divisions to race together. So it would be like now, it would be like the Xfinity cars racing with the Cup cars. They're almost identical cars, except there are minute changes that cause them to run a little slower. They run at different tracks, so on and so forth. So in 71, they allowed those, what then was called a Grand National car, to run with the Cup car. And because it was a different configuration, Bobby Allison chose actually not to run his Cup car that weekend. He ran a Grand National car because of his association with Ford. He ran a Mustang that race, and it sort of caused an at odds between him and NASCAR or Bill France, because Bill France liked to always promote the NASCAR, the Cup cars, the elite of the elite, the top, the best of the best, the cream, and so on and so forth. But Bobby Allison felt like the car that was eligible to run in the Grand National series was a smaller, lighter wheelbase car that he thought would negotiate the track much better, which turned out he led every lap, I believe, that day, and outran the Cup cars in a basically what would be an underclassed car. and they never declared a winner for that race. Even though he took the checkered flag, they never declared a winner for that race because Bill France, that was sort of like his protest against Bobby Allison choosing not to run his Cup car. So last year, what wound up being approximately 2 weeks prior to the death of Bobby Allison, one of the NASCAR historians really grabbed a hold of this story and went to Bill France Jr. and his son and pleaded the case and took like basically a dossier and a brief like you would go before a grand jury and sold the case to Bill France Jr. and his son, Big Bill's grandson, and said, look, we need to, Bobby is a Hall of Famer. This is a hole in his career. He's not credited with this win. And ultimately they went and awarded him the trophy and changed the record book and gave him the win. So he officially had 85 wins in his career. And subsequently, after this, 2 weeks later, he did pass away. But he was able to hold that trophy and know that he had secured that win for that 71 race before his passing. Fast forward up to this, they named the trophy for the Clash this year at Bowman Gray Stadium, the Bobby Allison Trophy. So sort of paying homage to Bobby, which I thought was a class move by NASCAR.
Right.
It's like when I wear my latex underwear, I call it Dick Trickle. So that's got it.
You had to get it in there, didn't you?
Now I can talk about cars.
He's been thinking about that all week.
All the way, I'm good.
Single greatest name in NASCAR.
I didn't think it was real. I thought my grandpa made up a name for him.
Richard Trickle.
Yes.
Yeah, my grandfather was a Awesome Bill from Dawsonville. What was it?
Yeah.
Bill Elliott?
Bill Elliott. There you go.
He loved Bill Elliott. So that's my memories of NASCAR.
Speaking of
you
Elliott,
couldn't do nothing. What?
That is Bill Elliott's son standing on top of the car in Victory Lane from this past weekend.
Oh!
Chase Elliott led 127 laps of the 200 laps. I mean, almost took it wire to wire. Really bided his time, played the game, and I thought he drove a really good race.
Chevrolet.
Yeah, Chevrolet. We actually, Tim and I were talking about, especially after the last chance qualifier race, which they had 36 cars in the field, but they allowed a past champions car in and then 2 transfer positions from the last chance qualifier to give you 39 cars. Dude, they used every square inch of that racetrack in that last chance qualifier. There were some cars, Stu and I were talking about this, when they would come by under caution. There were cars in there that looked like they just pulled them out of the wrecking yard and slapped numbers on them and said, let's go racing. I mean, they were not sparing anything. They were leaving it on the track. They were leaving it on the track.
Yeah, paint, rubber, parts. They left it all on the track.
Yeah. And even in the big race, the Clash itself, it got kind of dicey there the first 45, 50 laps, but then it's like everybody kind of calmed down because they knew there was a halfway break. They stopped at 100 laps and took all the cars to the pits and, kind of worked on the cars a little bit and then sent them back out for the last half of the race. But yeah, things were getting dicey, boy, I'm telling you. Ty Gibbs drove his car up on the side of another one. I mean, it was it was a pretty cool experience.
That Toyota SR5.
Yeah, in disguise of a Camry.
Right. Yeah.
Well, glad you did. Sorry.
I said them Toyotas will fly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost blasphemous.
They make a really good looking race car. I've included some photographs and video both on the Facebook, and I've sent Ash some of our our stuff to the shared folders so he can share that on the YouTube channel here shortly.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad. I didn't know that. I forgot the password to my editor. It's on this computer.
Yeah.
And so I haven't edited anything because I can't get into it. And so after this podcast, I got to get it right down so I can get on my iPad and work on video for it. Oh, yeah. Okay. I forgot about that. I'm glad you reminded me. I'll forget it again, though. But
yeah. So Cookout, who was the title sponsor for the Clash.
Burgers?
Yes. Actually had a Camry fleshed out and wrapped in Cookout and all kinds of nice, cool looking cars up there. So this is an experience.
Well, segue into that, I have caught the mechanic fever, I believe. Stu, I told you this, Eddie, but I've got a new YouTube channel I've been binging on, and it's Vice Grip Garage.
Yeah.
With Derek.
Yeah.
Dude, I've watched about 17 episodes this week. I don't know why. I freaking love those videos of those old cars that he's putting together.
Mm-hmm.
And he won't spend no money on tires.
No.
I could not drive 100 miles on those things that he does. I would have so much anxiety. But I'm addicted to it. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I want to do that. I want to learn how to do that.
I'll give you that $20 next time I see you, Stu.
All right. I appreciate it. I could use it.
Yeah. We had a side bet. We had a side bet of how long it would take you to get bitten by the bug.
Dude,
I think it was the nitromethane. That's what flipped him.
Yeah. It's like that long COVID. It's that long nitromethane symptoms. Like, yeah. But you know, I want a Tesla. But now I want a square body with a bench seat like my grandpa used to have.
Yeah.
I want to cruise in an old truck like I did with my grandpa with that one big seat in it.
Yeah.
With no belts. You know, that's what I want. Now I'm craving one of those old trucks.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I've been watching him all week. I just was like, I'm gonna put this on in the background, see what this dude's doing. And y'all know, I'm a neophyte to it, so I'm just now learning about this guy. But yeah, he just goes and finds things out in the yard and just gets it to crank.
Yeah.
He goes to O'Reilly's, gets his stuff, gets it going, and then drives 200 miles in his POS.
Yeah. Yeah. I like Vice Grip. One of the things that really kind of got me bitten by the bug of doing YouTube stuff, number one, was your influence in the channels that you have, but a television show called Roadkill Garage.
I've never seen that. But.
Yeah, that show, it was more of a YouTube channel on TV. I mean, it was sponsored by Motor Trend TV. And one of my favorite series that they did was they were going to the Carcraft Nationals, in Ohio, and they started out in California, and they bought a car, and as they're driving to Ohio, they traded cars along the way. They didn't want to trade down, but they always tried to trade up. And they would advertise like, well, we're coming through, let's just say Santa Fe, New Mexico. All the Roadkill fans, meet us. This is the meetup spot. We want to trade cars. We have a title. We're going to sign it over to you. We want to trade cars. Bring something for us to trade. And they traded all the way across the country till they got to the street nationals in Ohio. That was really a cool series.
That would be a lot of fun. I think it'd be a lot of fun to find some crap in the woods and get it going.
Yeah,
you know,
a square body, particularly, right?
That's what I want. But we got other projects where that happens.
We have a couple of get our feet wet projects.
Yeah,
with showing the mechanical. What?
It's a secret. Don't tell too much.
Yeah, but we have a couple of series planned to come up where we will show the Mechanicsville Nation what it takes to take a car that's been sitting for a while, how to assess it, potentially how to just jump into it, try to get it running and driving, so like your typical barn find thing. And that will allow us to progress up into maybe a little bit harder things where you actually find this gem hidden in a woods or hidden in a barn somewhere and be able to assess it and what it'll take to get it running and drive it out of there, drive it out of wherever it is.
We got to find it, crank it, and then clean it.
Yes.
Put the old sprayer on it there, the old medicine line sprayer.
The old foam cannon.
Chemical guy.
Yeah, with his wash rags.
That's right. We'll get the wash rag out. Wash that thing off.
Wash it up.
Rinse it.
I'll put the stereo system in it, and that's about all I can do right now. I'll
put we're gonna have you cranking them before too long.
I'm excited, dude. I think the bug has hit me. I know I have a plan coming up for some videos for my garage and start working on that pit bike for the channel. It's going to be kind of a little novice. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to figure it out and take the nation along with me. Mm-hmm. Dumbass Garage, I'm thinking about calling it as a segment of Mechanicsville. I got to clean that sumbitch out, so I'll probably do a video about cleaning it out, and then I'll probably do a video of me customizing that pit bike. And so and get my 3D printer in there to, I don't know. I'm going to dig into it and see if I can customize it, put lights on it and stuff.
Yeah, right on. Well, we're moving into the new race season. Mm-hmm. Things are warming up. I'll be able to finish putting my front end together over the winter. I have amassed all the parts to put an engine together. So we've got a series about putting the engine together and then ultimately sitting it down in that frame and cranking it up. So we've got quite a few things on the horizon. And then we've got, I got a couple of schedules I pulled up. We have the end of this month, we have the spring test and tune at Farmington coming up. That's a 2-day event that hopefully we'll be able to catch one of those days with the weather cooperating. Mm-hmm. And April 5th will be the first race for the Southeast Gassers in the 25 championship season at Shadyside. That will be hopefully on the schedule for us. And it's just going up from there for us.
Let's see. You said April 5th?
Yeah.
I'm checking my schedule with my other things. We'll discuss it here in a little bit, but I'm sure I'm free. If not, I'll be very tired. I think I got something on maybe the 4th. My other gig, my spooky gigs.
All right.
And
if we can ever get that Buffkin to coordinate his schedule with us, we've got a feature to do on his Mustang. We do a standout for his car. It's a really nice car.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it is.
It's cute.
And as far as I'm concerned, I like Mustangs are fine.
Yeah.
I just don't know much about them, I guess, right?
Most girls do drive pretty cars.
That is true. That is, or boys that want to be girls.
Yeah. Or
oh, Lord. So we got some, so we do have some Ford Mustang haters. Yeah. I am not one of them. I appreciate them just like every other car. I have no preference.
No, I do. I appreciate some models of the Mustang, but you have people that are very devoted to brands. You have people that are very devoted to certain brand specifics, such as, Pontiacs, GTOs, Chevrolets. Yeah, Chevrolets.
Tesla.
Okay.
Thank you, Tesla.
All right, okay, Tesla. And we aren't we're loyal to some, and we love them all. So I look forward to trying to give him one of those cool videos like we did for Stu's GTO. Mm-hmm. That was a fun shoot that day too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Everyone we do seems to get better. The Hearst one was a good one.
Yeah.
I wish we had about one a month to do, truthfully.
Mm-hmm.
And as we grow, we'll probably end up doing that. And that's for the viewers right now that are watching this. If you want a feature of your vehicle, no matter what the condition, let us know. We can make it happen. And next thing you know, you got a feature of you and your vehicle on the premier automotive YouTube channel.
That's right.
theMechanicsville.com presents the Mechanicsville YouTube channel.
That's right. Well, I got a friend of mine that just bought a Z06. He may be interested in doing a video. He had mentioned doing a little work on the engine too.
Mm-hmm.
Before spring gets here.
Yeah.
Dude, we're all about it. Put a camera in front of us and just let the people know what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be, we're not exclusive to just doing a video for you. If you need for us to come give you some advice on direction for your project, you're stuck. Ash, you're stuck.
I got you now.
No, you've hit a wall and you just don't know where to go next, or you're in an area that you don't have any expertise in, and you need some help with direction, or just maybe help repairing something. Give us a call. Contact us at theMechanicsville@gmail.com, and we'll come and help you with your project. We will give you some direction. We'll show you how to repair something if it's something that you haven't repaired before. We'll give you advice on how to do it and show you how to do it. We're there for you.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you got a garage that you need to set up, you don't know exactly what you need.
That's true. You're really good. That's one of your fortes, organization and decorating.
Or tools.
Kind of feminine, but
Yeah.
Well, I mean, sometimes I come out here by myself and, put on a little ABBA.
ABBA. Put your robe on.
And your smoking robe.
My robe, I listen to Dance Queen.
Square hat.
Stuff like that. I'll get in touch with the other side.
And your Dick Trickle underwear.
My Dick Trickle underwear. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Elton John, Tiny Dancer or something like that,
After we help you organize and decorate your garage, we're going to razz you. We're going to talk shit about your garage. Oh, sorry. We're trying to be advertiser friendly. We're going to talk trash about your mother garage.
Because that's our God-given gift right there.
Yes.
Talking smack.
Yeah, we are equal opportunity
we make
offenders.
videos and fix cars.
What was that?
I think we talk smack better than we make videos and work on cars.
Well, it's a gift.
Yeah.
It's a supernatural gift. And I don't plan on wasting it.
Smack talking savants. That's us.
That's right. And if you need us to come and aerate your yard with a 4-wheel drive truck.
Yeah.
You
got a bunch of crabgrass.
You can make it happen. Just make sure that you've got Loctite on those bolts that hold the chrome centers on.
Right. Exactly.
Because you're going to see the moon with that RPM gauge, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know what it was tacking. I just heard it bump a couple times. I figured it was probably 10-2, something like that. Slinging rocks and gravel down through the woods a good eighth of a mile.
It's so weird. I had no mud on my face, but like all the mud went to my hair. I don't know how. I also had my head down pushing. I don't know.
I finally went today to the car wash to hose the mud and everything out from under the fender wells. So
yeah, because when you hit the concrete to leave, it's just slinging mud all over that road.
Yeah.
Well, it was slinging mud all over my driveway, and the better half communicated a threat after she got mud up out of the driveway. So, I didn't want to catch those hands.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I get it.
She said her pip hand was strong.
I went back this weekend and fixed the yard up. I flattened off all those ruts and filled in all the holes. Took about an hour and a half. And I was like, we tore it up. Not on purpose, but it was like driving on slime. It was rough.
Well, when we showed up, I think our objective was to get that white truck out from where it was at.
Yes.
Come hell or high water. And if that meant that all three of us got stuck, then all three of us would have been stuck. But we'd have made some more phone calls and had 3 or 4 more come down there. And
yeah. We'll call the Mud Boys.
But that white truck was coming out.
Yes, sir. Yeah. It was. I'd have called Senior and told him to bring that big red truck over there.
And about 100 foot of chain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we'll probably invest into a tow truck and a winch when we get big.
Why?
Because I get shit stuck.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm old sticky ash, boy. Give me something. But whoops. How'd you get on top of that big rock? I don't know. I just did. Where is Ash stuck this time?
Yeah.
Some days you step in it, some days you don't.
Yeah.
Like finding what was that thing? Finding Waldo or whatever.
Yeah. Finding Waldo.
Where's Waldo?
Where's he stuck at today?
Yeah. Oh man. But
he's been stagnant on the map for about 30 minutes.
He hadn't moved.
Waiting for a video message to come in. Yeah, guys.
You're not going to believe this.
I actually might be able to pull that up and show the viewers the video. Let's see if I can pull it up.
Your plea for help or the snippet of pulling you out?
little bit of everything.
Oh, okay.
I think we talked about it last week. Yeah, we talked about it last week, but
a little bit.
We didn't have much to show. I can't believe I got to sign in again. 2-factor authentication. Oh, I don't have to. All right, let me pull it up so you won't see my penis. All right, here we go. So this is me asking for help.
This out of the mud. I'll send you the address.
That's called distress right there.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I was stressed.
Also, all that mud to go through as well.
Yeah, I won't let y'all know how far it was.
Listen, can you catch the dejection in his voice?
That man is beat down right there, son.
Yeah.
And then,
And if we had a picture of the other occupant of the vehicle, we would probably know the reason.
For your distress.
Yeah, the source of the beatdown.
Kept the damn mouth shut like I told her. Hell up. There's the chain right there. There's the boys. That's after you got stuck and you got, unstuck, and now we're sitting up there. And then, let's see. I don't know what's on this camera, so if something pops up, y'all, you're just going to have to forgive me. Yeah, there we go. There's the boys linking up. So I'm in the very back. Big Med's in the middle. The commission's right there. We had a daisy chain it. One in the front, one in the back. Had a super H it. We high-fived each other. Everybody came at the same time. And that's afterwards. Let's see if I can. I don't know, man. I'm afraid to click next. I got so much shit on here. I got logos I'm working on, stupid memes. Okay, that's it. But I don't know. I did the videos. They're somewhere, but y'all got me out, and then the truck got cleaned up. I got those window panes home, and might do it again next week. I don't know. Yeah.
Same yard.
No, I ain't going back out there to fix it.
You want to go down to the pond?
Yeah, well, we got a pond back there. That might take some more tow chain. That's downhill.
Yeah.
So what is the plan this weekend? Are we going somewhere? Does somebody want to meet up with us, or what is this weekend, Commish?
I think this weekend is open. The following Saturday,
that's what I meant. I'm sorry, the 15th. Yeah.
Yeah. The 15th, we will be, hopefully all three of us will be attending the Shriners Drag Expo in Greensboro. That's also the North Carolina Drag Racing Hall of Fame inductions, where they induct their new members. Big indoor car show, swap meet, the Hall of Fame inductees will be there. This is a good cause. I think I'm not even going to quote any figures, but this has been going on about 12 years, 10 or 12 years, maybe longer. And they've donated, I'm going to say well over $1 million to the Shriners Hospital through this event. I mean, it's a great cause, great event. You get to see a lot of people that have meant a lot to the drag racing community in North Carolina.
Yeah, okay, I got confused.
It's all indoors. It's all indoors, so weather's not a factor.
Right.
That's the best.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. That means I'm free this weekend. I thought it was this weekend.
No, it's next weekend.
I didn't tell the wife I was busy this weekend. I might just keep that and tell her I'm still busy. She don't watch this.
Right.
So,
You better be cleaning them window panes.
I cracked one, so I'm down one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you will have to go back over there and get another one.
I got them all. Ain't no mo.
Oh, okay.
But I cracked one. I'm like, oh, damn it. Just one, though. So I can live with that.
Well,
So, what's that?
they were free.
Well, it cost me about an hour and a half of hoeing and shoveling.
You spent more time than that hoeing, I'm sure.
Yes. Yes.
It was a lot more fun the other way, but oh well. So anyway, so I guess we'll land the plane here about 46 minutes in.
Okay.
Mechanicsville Nation. We're getting some views on these rodcasts. I look back and we got like 30 something views there in a week or something. So that's not bad. Hey,
That's good.
shoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we could probably do this more often than usual, especially when we start getting busy. This year is going to be nuts. We're going to be off the chain this year, people, and we're going to need your help. We're going to need. Our goal is, I believe, is to have so much to do that we can quit our regular jobs and do this full time.
There you go.
See you, come out and help you, come out and do features for you, come out and organize your garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Stewie decimal system will hook you up.
Mm-hmm. He'll show you how to clean a car too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right there, my man, right there.
Yeah, that's right.
You got that's the.
Get my cut off jeans out.
And the foam cannon.
That's right.
We'll do it. I think this is a big year for us, and we're gonna rock it. And we need your help. If you got some suggestions, throw them at us. Don't forget, comment, like, subscribe, do all of that stuff, man. YouTube loves when y'all do that, and it helps us out because we want to make a living doing this, and we want to take you along for the ride.
Helping the Mechanicsville Nation.
I got a friend
us to help you.
Yes.
I mean, really, that's it. And we're going to talk smack while we do it too. So
that's right.
Is that
it's a God-given gift?
Is that right? I mean, and we're not going to waste it.
No.
Why waste it?
Every individual gets 110% every day.
Yes.
Smack talk. You better not show up with a patched eye on one leg, because we're going to talk about it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Don't talk about your grandma dying either, because that's fair game too. We all
You got an ugly dog, we're going to tell you.
Right.
Yeah.
But we do love the cars you have.
Yes, we do.
Even if it's a Ford Mustang, even if it's a Tesla.
Yes, we do.
It's just harder to love the Ford Mustang, but
some people do.
We're equal opportunity
Offenders.
Right.
Yeah. We still need a Carolina squat. Damn it.
I think all those guys killed themselves, haven't they?
What's that?
All those guys killed themselves, didn't they?
I mean, there probably are. It's probably just a bunch of them up in state sales.
Down in
we
the jungle.
can go to Cookout after 9 o'clock and we can find one.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. In Kernersville.
Oh yeah, that's a hot spot. Oh yeah.
Clinton. I know there's some in Clinton.
Clinton, a little bit away, but might be worth it.
Walmart PVA.
Yeah, that's right.
Mechanicsville, theMechanicsville.com, at theMechanicsville on YouTube. Like, subscribe, like I said before. theMechanicsville@gmail.com. The dog's barking at something.
Yes.
And on behalf of the commish, Big Med, me, thanks for watching. And hopefully we'll have a guest next week if he doesn't nerve-wracking, intimidating, hopefully. Hopefully he'll come along. And if you want a guest on here, just get in contact with one of us. We'd love to have you talk about stuff. And with that, I think we'll end the stream, and then we're going to have a little private conversation after this.
Right on, right on.
Shirts versus skins. Skins, calling skins on this one. Thank y'all.
See ya.
That's it.